In this video, we're going to talk about GCF. What is GCF? GCF stands for greatest common factor. It is the largest possible integer that divides each of the numbers. Here's an example. What is the GCF of 24 and 18? First, we're going to write down all of our factors. What is factor? Well, the factors of 24 are 1, 2,
3, 4, 6, 8, 12.
and 24. Well, how do we know that? We're going to use the rainbow method to make sure. 1 times 24 is 24. 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 8 is 24, and 4 times 6 is 24. We can see that there's no 5, because 5 is not a factor of 24. 24 divided by 5 will not be a whole number, it will be a decimal. Now we have 18. The factors of 18 are
1, 2, 3, 6, 9.
and 18. To find the GCF, we're going to look for the greatest common factor. 1 is a common factor, 2 is also a common factor, so is 3. But it is not the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor has to be the biggest common factor. In this case, our GCF is 6. Now let's try using the prime factorization for finding our GCF. So, the factors of 42
are 6 and 7. And we can break 6 down to 3 and 2.
So our prime factors for 42 is 3, 2, and 7. The factors of 63 are
7 and 9. And 9 break down to 3 and 3.
So here some teachers will tell you to make 3 times 3 to 3 exponent to 2. But when you're trying to find your GCF, you shouldn't do that, because later on you have to list like all of the numbers. So if you do the exponent, you have to undo it later, so you shouldn't do that. After finding out our prime factors for each of the numbers, there are 2 ways to find our GCF. Here's the first way. Multiplying only the repeated factors. So here are our factors that we just got. To get the GCF, we're going to multiply the repeated factors. So example 3 is a repeated factor. We're going to write it down once. And 7 is also repeated, so we're going to write it here. 2 is not repeated. Neither is 3. So our GCF is equal to 3 times 7, which gives us 21. Our GCF for 42 and 63 was 21. Here's the second way. The second way is to use the Venn diagram. You're going to draw 2 circles like this, and that's your Venn diagram. We have our factors. In this circle, we're going to write down the factors of 42. In this circle, we're going to write down the factors of 63. And in the middle, we'll put the ones that are in both of our lists. But pay attention to only write it once when you put in like the middle. So let's try it. We have a 3 right here. We're going to put it in here because it's in both 42 and 63. 7, same thing. And we have a 2 that's all alone. We're just going to put it here. And 3 is also not repeated. We're just going to put it here. Now, the LCM was to multiply all of the numbers in your Venn diagram. In GCF, we only multiply the ones that are in the middle. So in this case, it's 3 times 7, which gives us 21. Now let's try using 3 numbers. What is the GCF of 24, 16, and 48? Let's start with the rainbow method. The factors of 24 are
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and
24. The factors of 16 are
1, 2, 4, 8.
16. Factors of 48 are 1, 2,
3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24.
and 48. There. Our greatest common factor is 8. GCF of 24, 16, and 48 is 8. Again, we're going to use the prime factorization now. What is the GCF of 24, 16, and 48? The factors of 42 are 4 and 6. And 2. Now, after finding the prime factors, we always have 2 ways to find our GCF. Let's try the first way. Here's the factor. Here are the factors. Now, we have one set of 2's, another set of 2's, and another set of 2's. That's 3 sets. That's all we have. We're going to write the 2 3 times. Since this 2 or this 3 is not repeated in all of our lists, we do not count them. Only count the ones that are in all of your lists, no matter if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 numbers. So our GCF in this case will be 2 times 2 times 2. That gives us 8. The GCF of 24, 16, and 48 is 8. Now we're at the second method to use the Venn diagram. Since we have 3 numbers, we're going to write 3. Well, we're going to draw 3 circles. This circle is for the 24. This one is for 16. This one for 48. It doesn't matter, So we have, again, a set of 2, another set of 2, and another set of 2. Now, in this case, you can group them together because it's a Venn diagram. Just get another color. We have a 3. So this 3 right here, it's in the list of 24 and 48. 24 and 48, which is right here. Make sure to only write it once, or we're going to make a mistake. And then we have 3 sets of 2's. Yeah. So it's right here. You're going to write it 3 times. And then we have the 2's. It's yellow, but I'll just write it in blue. That's in between 16 and 48. Make sure to write it only once. So the GCF was, again, everything multiplied up in the Venn diagram. I mean LCM. And GCF is only the ones in the middle. So our GCF is 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8 as well. If you don't know how to find the LCM, I also have a video for that in the description. And soon I'll upload a new video about the difference between LCM and GCF, when to use them during a math problem, and of course I'll show multiple situational problems that uses LCMs and GCFs.